Hello all you snaz-tastic human beings, my name is Muskie, and welcome to another Speedpaint. So if you didn't know, this here is Kakyoin from part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's been like 3 JoJo fan art Speedpaints back to back. I'm not addicted quite yet, but like, you know, the last 2 happen to be draw this in your style entries. Speaking of which, this drawing is a draw this in your style entry for Golden Cookie on Instagram. I will leave a link to them in the description. You know, go check them out. I love their aesthetic and their art style overall. But yeah, anyways, so let's get like talking about what this video is titled, and that is my advice on beginning artists. So this might not apply to everyone, but I wish personally that I followed this because it certainly would have helped me a lot more. Because I, for those of you who didn't know, used to have around like 5.5k and I have dropped to 4.8k. So that's a sign that, you know, not been doing too great. And Instagram, I only use Instagram for art because like there's nothing else I really have to post on there. So that's just like an art account. And for those of you guys who don't know, like my plan for this channel isn't going to be strictly art. It's going to be like Minecraft roleplays because I am working on one, and other stuff. Like I still want to play video games, but depending on how successful I get or like how schedule-y I get, I might move Speedpaints to a second channel just for organization, because I know that if I were subscribed to someone, I would not want to get a Speedpaint one day and then a Minecraft roleplay the next. So for now, I will keep making these on this channel, but eventually I'll move them over to another. Unless I want to do that now, I'm not really sure. Because like I don't want this channel to die. Like this is my main channel, and any other channel will just be like for organization's sake. But yeah, if you guys want to let me know what you think about that, you can. If not, you know, I'll think about it. But anyways, so this video is talking about some tips for beginner artists, or at least things that I wish I had done. Now, this isn't necessarily about like how to improve your art. It's really just publicity and business stuff, really. This also isn't scripted. Like I don't script any of these, and I probably should. So I'm sorry if it's really rambly, but like for now, that's what I do until I actually start scripting them. So the first thing I really wish I did is drew fan art earlier, and lo and behold, what have I been drawing recently? Fan art! Because people, as sad as it is, really don't care about your OCs right away. I may care about my OCs, and there are a few people that really do like knowing other artists' OCs, but a vast majority they don't care when they see your OC. You can draw your OCs, yes, people like seeing your art too, but I really wish that I drew a lot more fan art earlier, because at first, like my art mentality when I first started, for example, was literally, what's the point of drawing anyone else but myself if I'm not going to use it? So my 2016 folder is 99% Kirena and 1% other scenes that I would have used in that Minecraft roleplay years ago. And that was a problem because nobody cared about Kirena. Like they didn't know who she was. She was this pink-haired cat girl. But and you know, like 2017, that's the next year, yeah. I started drawing a little bit more. I started taking commissions, which were horribly underpriced, but we'll get to that, which meant I would finally start expanding. So first tip is invest in drawing fan art, because fan art is what lets you, you know, tag your posts with popular tags. Like drawing, I can look at my Instagram right now. Like my recent drawings of Caesar or Giorno or Kakyoin, they all have a lot more likes than my drawing of Kirena. It's because people know who Kakyoin is, but they don't know who Kirena is. So that's why people tend to find your art quicker when they see fan art. And that's like a great way to start building up your following earlier. And of course, again, once you have a fan base, draw your OCs, share them, let people know, because then they start to care. When they're following you and like active followers, they start to care more. But at first, you've got to appeal to them before they start simping for you. So Yeah, that's tip number one. Also, as I mentioned in my last video, doing art challenges are really helpful, and specifically like draw this in your style, like that was the last video. They're really helpful, and other art challenges too. Once you notice something is gaining publicity, you want to jump on that train. And I know one of the recent ones is that Sailor Moon redraw. I might do it because it's gaining publicity. The 6 fan arts one I kind of missed. It's like kind of over, and I don't think I will do it just because, I mean, I don't know. I might, it really depends, but when you see a trend going on or a challenge that a lot of people are doing and you know you can do it too, do it, because people are going to be checking that tag, and by checking tags, people go, they check your art out, and then they're like, oh, hey, this person's got good art. I'm gonna follow them. And then you keep posting. Like, they might unfollow you, but if they like your art and you keep posting, then, you know, they stick around. So that's, yeah, tip number one, fan art is good. I don't actually have a list. I really should have made a list. This is all from my head, but another thing, if we're transitioning from the other point, is commissions. So one thing that I did wrong was and again, gaining commission traction is really hard. So there's 2 things that I did wrong. One, I underpriced my art a lot, which was like, I get why artists want to underprice their art. For me, I just did not think my art was worthy. And to be honest, it kind of wasn't. But a lot of people were telling me to do it, so I did. But the thing is, I didn't have a single drawing that costed $1. I did this on DeviantArt, and points are basically 1 cent is 1 point. So I didn't have a single commission that was $1. Like, I think my most expensive might have been 80 cents. And I spent time on those drawings. Not nearly as much as I do now, sure, but I still spent at least an hour or close to an hour. And that's a lot of time. And I charged 80 cents for that? Like, you don't want to do that. That's horribly underpriced. You need to charge for what your art is worth, even if it's hard. For now, currently, I'm doing around $8 an hour just because it's a good average price. And I look at that and I go, hey, that would mean this drawing is $24, and I get scared by that number and I kind of lower it to $20. I shouldn't do that, but at least I'm getting $20. That's something. So you need to like charge your art better. And another thing is, with underpricing your art, you need to like, one thing I wish I did is, because yes, underpricing your art gets you more people buying your art because it's cheap. Like, if I see art that's cheap, I'm gonna be like, I got 50 cents to spare, why not? Because it's just 50 cents. Like, people have that, or most people do. So if you want to underprice your art for either your like self-esteem or your confidence doesn't think that it's worth it, or if you know that you're not going to gain traction right away with something that's $24 and you don't have as much following, because commissions really depend on like who sees your art a lot. So the bigger the following, the more commissions you would get. So what I wish I did is, I wish I labeled it more as like a sale, so that people knew that this isn't what I normally charge, but I'm charging it right now. So that, one, the word sale can spark something in people, because they're like, oh my god, this is limited and it's like 50 cents, I should do it, compared to like $1. Now, I'm not saying charge 50 cents for like anything really. It really depends on how much time you draw. But if you spend time on your art, like if your art is taking about an hour, do not charge 50 cents. Charge at the very least, honestly, I think every artist should charge like $1 for like a sketch. I think that's the least any artist should do, unless you're like not even trying. But if you're dedicated, if you're trying your best, would you want someone to like hand you a quarter? Because that's what it really is. And I don't know if anyone else thinks this, but for me, 50 DeviantArt points seems like so much, but then in real life it's 2 quarters, and I wouldn't like charge that much in real life. I would want dollars in real life, but I was apparently okay with 50 cents back in the day. Like, it's the same thing, but I just kept undercharging for no reason. So to sum this up, basically, if you want to charge lower than your art, 1, make sure it's reasonable, and 2, label it as a sale so people are more inclined to buy it quicker, because they're like, oh my god, you know. Additionally, now I did have this. Someone did promote my commissions in a server, and that's what gave me a lot of commissions. Like August of 2018, I got a lot of commissions. So you want to join a lot of Discord servers or any type of like way to share your art. Sorry, I bumped my microphone there if you heard it, I'm sorry, but you need to try to publicize your art. I personally didn't, someone else did that, but there's no shame in in promoting your own commissions. There's literally no shame in it. I have an art Discord where like there's a separate channel for commissions so people can go look at them whenever they want. Like you're not allowed to talk in there, nothing. It's just your commissions, like that's it. Because there's nothing wrong with promoting your own commissions. That's how people find it. If they were looking and buying your art, then you got to give them a way of finding out how to. So publicize, you need to get your art out there, because I never did anything, and I expected people to come to me, but they don't. You've got to go to them at first. So yeah, that point is publicized. And next point, once you get like a following, don't lose it. Don't die immediately. Like, I understand hiatuses. Artists go on hiatuses. That is completely normal. But the first thing is you want to mention you're going on a hiatus. I didn't do that. I went blank around like last year. Maybe, yeah, it was 2019, I think. I really don't remember, but I went blank because I was kind of sad about some stuff. But like, I didn't really mention it because I was also too sad to say, hey, I'm going to go on a hiatus. So no matter how sad or like whatever is going on in your life, at least, I mean, you don't have to do it right away. If something's happening in your life, I'm not saying put your internet stuff in front of your life. I'm just saying take time to heal from whatever it is. But when you're ready to, you need to mention to your audience that you're going to be going on a hiatus. Because when my sad stuff started happening, I took a 3-day break from like anything online. And then when I was finally fine to like start getting back online, I didn't even say anything to like my followers. I only talked to my friends and watched you. I was active, I just didn't connect with my followers. My followers have no idea of knowing that I'm going through this stuff. You can't expect them to. So I really wish that I told them that like, hey, I'm gonna go on a hiatus, I just can't draw at this time. Because they'll understand if they tell you. And I didn't do that. So please learn from my mistakes, because now I'm struggling to get commissions. I'm struggling to get people to view my art because I went on such a long hiatus without saying anything. So additionally, you know, because also my hiatus was like just long for no reason. Like I needed maybe a few months, but at the end, like I could have gotten back into art, and I did. I didn't draw much in 2019, but the problem was I wasn't sharing what I did draw. With the few things I did draw, I didn't share it to anyone. So if you do draw during your hiatus or during your break, whatever, share it, because people will slowly start to lose interest if your hiatus is taking too long. Like, they understand the purpose of a hiatus. It's healthy for an artist to take a break from whatever they need to. But when you're basically done with your break, like if you still don't want to draw anything nicely, you don't want to like have clean art, like clean line art or anything, because that's what I did. Most of my drawings back then were like sketches. I didn't want a line art. I just wanted to get art out so I would maintain my skill, and that's it. But I didn't share all of them, and I really wish I did, because sketches are still art. You still put time into that, and people are still invested in looking at your sketches if you built a following. So please keep posted. And I'm saying this all like you need to revolve your life around social media, but like also don't do that. You have a life, and I want you to live your life. This video is strictly for social media. If I was talking about art as a whole, then this would be different. I have literally out-talked my Speedpaint. I need to extend my Speedpaint after this. Oh my god. But yeah, keep in mind that this is not tailored to artists in general. Like, this is strictly social media. Because if this was an artist in general video, I would tell you how often you need to take a break from looking at the numbers. Because looking at the numbers all the time is not healthy. I'll make another video about like artist health if you guys want to, or if I just have nothing else to talk about, I'll talk about artist health too. But keep in mind, this video is strictly for business or art business, how to maintain a following, how to get commissions, all that stuff. So yeah, to sum it all up, because I need to wrap this video up. One, fan art. Fan art is good because it lets you promote tags, people check those tags, find your art, boom, a follow. 2, art challenges. People also really like seeing these art challenges. They check the tags, they find you, boom, follow. 3, I don't remember these points in order. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry if I get these in order. I really need to write these down. 3, something about commissions. I bumped my microphone. I am so sorry. I am all over the place tonight. Wow. 3 is something about commissions. Don't underprice your art. That's what it was. Don't. You need to charge for what your time is. And if you must underprice, 1, make sure it's reasonable, and 2, label it as a sale so people are inclined to buy quicker. 4, I almost said 3, but I'm pretty sure that was my 3rd point. Publicize your commissions. If you want people to buy them, then share them. People can't find you if they don't know who you are, so let them know who you are, because a lot of people are invested. A lot of artists really like finding new artists. Like, some people who don't draw just like look at the creators that draw whatever they like to watch, sure, but a lot of artists really like watching artists of all different kinds of styles because it inspires us and all that stuff. And I think point 5, I am so sorry, I don't remember the numbers. Next point is, if you go on a hiatus for whatever reason you need to, make sure you at least mention to your followers soon, like whenever you can, mention to your followers that you will be going on a hiatus. Give a rough estimate, even if you can't think of a date, just give an estimate. Like, is it years, is it months, is it weeks? Give them at least one of those. And last point is, during your hiatus, if you do happen to be drawing something and it's not personal, like it's okay to share, then share it. Like, it's fine to share your sketches. Your sketches are still worth it. Okay, I hope this video helped anyone. If it didn't, I'm sorry. You can leave some comments with questions asking for more, like, you ask stuff. Like, I'll respond to your questions in my next voiceover. Because, yeah, I'm gonna make more speed paints, obviously. And, you know, let me know if you like the rambling style or if you'd prefer to me make a script. That did not make grammatical sense. If you prefer, I can write a script. So if you want me to be more, like, what's the word? Oh my god. Organized, then tell me, hey, Muskie, write a script, you sound stupid. Or, hey, you know, keep rambling, I like the stupidity. So tell me one or the other, and I'll do whatever y'all want. Leave a comment, because I like comments. Subscribe, maybe, please. Like this video, maybe, please. Also, check the description for my social media. Please check my Instagram out. I am very active there. I draw a lot. My stories, you know, check my Instagram out. That's really the only social media I truly want to promote, but my DeviantArt's down there. I barely use my Twitter, so if you want to check that, you know, fine. Again, also check out Golden Cookie. That's the Draw This in Your Style I did. This is Kakyoin, by the way, from that Draw This in Your Style. It's on the side if you saw it in the speed paint. I'm pretty sure it is. But this video is super long, and my speed paint is not this long, so goodbye!